We have to make something clear. These are just opinions, so don't take it personally. Just because we don't like it, you can still be happy. Enjoy what you like, you're an adult. Yeah. BWN Productions, mask plus props and costume work. If you want a monster name, contact BWN Productions. Fast custom shirts, hundreds of t-shirts, all at reasonable prices. If you need custom work, contact Fast Custom Shirts. Grab a cold one and get ready for the show. It's intended for mature audiences because we kid and joke. Boy God is here and so is Tom and Joe.
Joe, I can't believe it. I'm wearing the shirt from the picture. Fuck. FastCustomShirts.com.
Reminds me, I got to put something new together for the always popular and heavy trafficked Black Friday sale.
Yeah, I forced myself into doing some stuff that I got to get done for the old sale, and why I'm just waiting. Old Trump shook the hand of King Hamama Baba or whatever, so maybe we're one step closer to the world blowing up, Joe.
Could be.
Oh, I hope so. Joe, you've been doing better than I, so how about you tell everybody how your week was while I sit here and drink?
What did I do this week? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I just worked, spent some time at home finally, spent Sunday at home, grilled a little. Lisa and I had a little fire outside, it's not even cold. It's, mid-November and it's not cold yet, but we decided to have a fire anyhow. And
Well, maybe you guys were just staying warm because of the fire you have in your hearts for each other.
That's it. It's just a blaze is how they say it, Flame on is what my old friend Johnny Storm would say. He probably wouldn't be my friend, though. He wouldn't want anything to do with me because he's white, you see. Yeah, that's it. A lot of work, and I got a lot of work for the foreseeable future, which is good. And I'm printing a whole lot of shit because I've got the Horror for the Holidays coming up. First weekend, I think, of December. We're already in November. And while I'm doing that, Lisa and Old Holland are going to do a show for me here, the old Dark Hour show, which they got rained out a little last year, but they, in the 2 hours before the rain came in, they did pretty well. And the year before when Lisa and I did it, it was well. So it all depends on weather because it's an outdoor event. Part of it's outdoor.
And then you can go through the house and shit too, correct?
I don't know. I don't know. Can.
That'd be weird.
Yeah, they do have something else open. I guess they have an escape house or some shit. That bullshit that a lot of people are doing. I didn't know that was still a thing, but I guess it apparently is because they still keep making those escape room movies, right?
I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen one of those in a while. Not the movies, but those like fucking shitty ass little signs they put up in a strip mall.
Yeah.
I haven't seen one of those in a while. But Joe, I'm what people would call a bit of a fucking recluse.
Yeah, you got your own escape room that you choose not to escape from. It's like, I'll just sit here.
Sit in the clouds and
Yeah.
just wait.
Yeah. That's it. Got to listen to some records. We did a little drinking with our neighbor. Old buddy Roop came over, did some drinking with him. It was his birthday last week, so happy belated birthday to you, Roop. I'm saying belated to you on this show. I told you happy birthday on that fucking day, you prick. He doesn't listen to this anymore anyway. He got mad about some racist shit you said. Just like, no, can't listen. Can't do it, Joe.
I mean, I can't let the whites get away with everything, Joe. That's just how it is.
But they do.
They've got away with too much for too long.
Yeah. So that's it. That's the week in general.
In Commander. Fuck, rest in empowerment, John Cena. We hardly knew ye.
It's changing to the guard is what they.
Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Oh, shit. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's been one of those weeks. It's been one of those nights. Hey, 10 o'clock? Sure. And then disaster strikes. But that's all right, Joe. We're here. We're queer. Get used to it.
Mhm.
Speaking of which, Joe, I saw Predator Badlands. Have
I know you've been waiting for that one. You've been excited about some Badlands.
Yeah, let's see. When was it? Saturday? Maybe, I don't know. A few days ago, I was gonna drive up there, but I was some kind of shimmed up. Like my fucking allergies were fucked up the day before. So I took an allergy pill and that knocked me up. And I knew it knocked me up. I'm a pregnant man now.
From allergy pills.
Yes, watch out. It's not the Tylenol that'll get you.
Hmm.
So yeah, I was all shimmed up from that shit. I woke up and I was just like, oh, like after you take NyQuil, you wake up and you're still kind of groggy and it's like, oh, this kind of sucks. So I went back to bed and it was like later, it was the next day. I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna go see Predator. I started driving and I was like, I don't think I'm gonna go see Predator today. So I turned right back around, probably just should have pulled over in a parking lot somewhere, I guess. And
How far away is that theater from your house?
say about 15 minutes.
Oh shit, that's not shit. Okay, but you couldn't make that drive. You were feeling so shimmed up.
Yeah, it was weird. Like it was just all spacey and cloudy and it was fucking weird, like a NyQuil hangover. But Joe, I went today, the Lord's Day, $5 Tuesdays. So yeah, man, the new Predator movie. It's hard to get excited like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to go see a new Predator movie," not just because I saw all the other ones, but because the last two were released straight to streaming. So now you're just, "Oh no, but this one's good enough to go to the theater and watch." Was it? It's kind of a bitchly movie there, Joe. It's a very typical of its time, like modern summer blockbuster type movie where it's this action adventure movie, but it has the sci-fi horror elements because it's old Predator. So, you seen the trailer. Predator looked all weird. What the
Yeah,
fuck is this?
he's got
Well,
like orange face or some shit, right?
well, Joe, he's the runt of the litter.
Is he a different race of predator? You know, because here we got like different ethnicities and stuff. Does the Predator's planet have that too?
Well, Joe, I don't think they're different races of predators. I think they're different clans of
Ah,
predator. Whichever the fuck this one was, it was them. So, brother and runt, they're fighting.
brother-in-law.
No, I think they were actual brothers.
Oh, okay.
So, they're fighting, doing a little sparring. The brothers tell him to run. Come on, you fight like dad. Fight with your balls. Show me some heart.
Did he like knock his weapon under the couch and then the Predator went under to get it and then got stuck?
I mean, kinda, but think a cliff off a cage.
Okay.
And it's not just any weapons, Joe. They're using predator lightsaber swords. It's like the predator's big or deck, as he's called, DEK. That's old predator's name. I'm glad we finally have a name for one of these fucking monsters. So,
And they
old
got voices. They're not just like using shit that other people have said to like form sentences and stuff. Anytime.
But then you see the subtitles, and hey, shout out to them. The subtitles are yellow, so they know. So yeah, turns out old Deck saved his brother many, many moons ago, and his brother is in debt to him. The dad wants the brother to kill Deck because he's the runt and he's weak and we're predators, gosh darn it. But he can't do it because he loves his brother, Joe.
Mm.
So old Papa Predator, complete dude, it's so funny. He has a little wispy white hair here. It's like predators don't have hair. They have those tendril dreadlocks things, you dickhead. I don't even care if it was part of the mask. Don't put hair on it. And his tendrils are white too, so you know he's old because they're all wrinkled up anyways. But he's wearing some fucking deer helmet. The helmets in this shit sucks. The designs in these suck, but they're executed well. Might not like the designs, but you can say they're executed well. Anyways, old Papa Predator comes, and he says, "Hey, you were supposed to kill this guy. Now I'm gonna do it."
Mm.
No, you're not. Old Deke, get away and go to the death planet, what it's actually called in the movie show, and go fucking kill that Snorlax or whatever the fuck to prove that you are worthy of the Predator name. So he does. He goes to this deadly planet, teams up with half a robot lady and a little space monkey, and he learns to live, laugh, love, and a little bit about friendship, Joe. And maybe he doesn't need that clan. Maybe he forms his own clan. Bitchly, like I said, it's a fucking kind of, especially for a Predator movie, it's very bitchly.
Tell me a little bit more about this space monkey.
I mean,
Is it
by
like, does he wear a domino mask?
no, but it has the big eyes, so you look at him like, oh, little Yoda boy. It's
So he's
just that shit.
ready for the toy stores then.
Because it is a PG-13 movie.
Yeah, like Baby Yoda and fucking what was it, Baby Groot and everything.
Yep. Now you got Baby Space Monkey.
Mm.
I think they called him Bud. Why wouldn't they? In the fucking the half a robot lady, the Wayland synthetic or whatever, she's just cracking jokes, and then the Predator's cracking jokes, and it's like, what the fuck are we doing here, guys? For everything that's all right, you hit me with this shit, and it's just like this This is some fucking soft shit. Sure, all these CGI monsters and robots are getting cut up, but so
So what are they on the planet for? They're what's his end game? To kill the Snorlax?
yes, he wants to prove to his papa that he is somewhat abled, you see, even though
But
he
he
is.
Bobo bitch to help him and a monkey?
That's correct.
So he didn't do it.
No, Joe, because spoiler alert, it turns out, oh little monkey, it's the baby version of the monster he went there to kill. But now that he's part of his clan, can't do it, Joe. Because it's all for one and all for love. Friendship. Friendship again? Yeah. This was it's your typical this kind of movie. You know what's gonna happen. You're not surprised because you've seen all the other Predator movies and they're all just kind of all over the place, especially the one where autism was that kid's superpower. It's like, oh, well, now we'll do that, but it'll be a Predator.
So when they show predators just like frolicking at home, do they have like a predator dog that just kind of walks, across?
No, but in Predators, they have a Predator dog. And in that Predator movie.
Well, no, that's because we know they have them already. I'm just the one making an appearance. It's just like just walking by. It's like,
I don't think, maybe it might have been like up on the balcony or something.
and then Predator Dad says like, "Hey, I told you don't let that dog in the house. So get that dog off of the Predator couch."
Well, no, Joe. Predator Dad would say, sounds Arab, I know, but that's just how they speak.
Yeah.
And they live in the sand, too. This movie might be fucking racist, Joe, now that I think of it.
The prince isn't going to be happy with that.
I hope not. It'll blow the world up. Yeah, I didn't hate it. I know I was just saying, oh, this shit, but I mean, it's a movie made to appeal to the widest audience. It had some stuff I liked, some stuff I didn't. And in the end, I won't watch it again, but it was whatever. If you're an Alien fan, there's a lot of alien shit in it. Like the Predator fights one of those fucking robot loading machines or whatever the fuck old Sigourney Weaver was in that one movie.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to see that shit, I guess, but you shouldn't be like, yeah, I'm going to have sympathy for this predator. If you want to learn about the predator's home world and how they live and love, fine. I mean, I don't. That's why I never read any of the comic books and did any of that shit. I just liked a couple of the movies. I was going to say the movies, but just a couple. That first one's fucking awesome. Second one's pretty good. Third one, it's all right too. After that, I'm starting to suck dick here, guys. Yeah, I think this one is not only right in the middle of the franchise, but right in the middle of this guy's trilogy. So better than that animated one, but not as good as Prey. And it's not like Prey was the greatest fucking thing.
Does this tie into that any animated one?
I mean, I guess. Right? Like, I guess.
I don't tie in.
They're in the Predator home world where it's all dusty and they got the spaceships and shit.
Yeah. Was there a fry in there?
No, it shows old what's her nuts, Makimba or whatever Prey's name was in like a digital image on a screen or something. Yeah, there's more like alien references. There's like, oh, look, it's that skull fucking trophy thing again. Oh, is that an Independence Day guy skull? Oh, I don't care. Yeah, it was very very middle of the road and very bitchly again for a Predator movie. It's just the Predator's cracking jokes. It's fucking crazy, Joe. Like he's emotional. I'm gonna learn to love. It's fucking no, it sucks. Oh fuck. But that's not it, Joe. Mm-mm-mm. The 2025 movies keep on a rolling because I watched Ebony and Ivory. I know you know the song,
I do.
but do you know the movie?
I did not know the story behind the song, Tom.
Well, first off, let me say, you're gonna fucking hate it. It's by the guy who directed The Greasy Strangler. So, in this one, fucking guy from the Temptations comes to the Scottish cottage of one of the Beatles, so the guy from the Temptation can remind the guy from the Beatles that he's a fucking musical legend, and they're gonna make a great fucking song together. So, Joe, all this movie is weird lines delivered really weirdly. Oi, mate, you know how sometimes we'll just start talking like this and maybe mispronounce a wizard. That's the whole movie, Joe.
Love
I laughed and giggled like a bitch. Um, yeah, it's making a list. It is funny as shit. I laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed just because of the sheer ridiculousness of everything. It's just nonsensical, silly shit for the sake of being silly. If you like the line delivery and the dialogue in Greasy Strangler, you'll fucking love this. If not, just walk away. But yeah, this shit was pretty fucking funny. And his last movie sucked. Something Beverly Loughlin, that shit sucked all the dicks in the room. So I kind of went into this like, oh, well, we'll see. You know, I like the Greasy Strangler, but the 15th time I watched it, I was like, oh, this is kind of losing something. But this was good, funny shit. If you just want silly, funny shit, then check it out. It is on Tubi. Speaking of Tubi, Joe, I watched the new 2025 Tubi original called Match. Have you heard of it?
I have heard of this one.
The internet's been talking about this one for a couple weeks.
Yes, that's why I've been. I don't know. I don't know. If it's something a lot of people are liking, I'm probably not gonna dig it.
Will you? I don't know. I thought it was okay. Nothing you haven't seen, but it had a couple wild moments in it for sure. So in this one, a lady flies halfway across the country because her blind papa is going to get blind papa surgery and she wants to be there. So she crashes with her sister, but she needs that dick, Joe. She needs it. So she's on a dating app, finds this dude, goes over to his house. Turns out this mom was on the phone doing everything. And it turns out her son, it's a wooga booga monster that lives upstairs. A big Jason Hills Have Eyes of a wooga booga monster. And
I think it's called this catfishing.
That's right, Joe. And now she has to escape before the Wooga Booga monster puts a baby in her.
Hmm.
So the wild scene that everybody's gasping over in this. You ready for it, Joe? The mom whacks off the Wooga Booga monster, show him how his penis works. And then her hand's covered in lotion. She wipes it off, all while he's going, making cum and stuff. Other than that, there's a couple cool kills. They linger on the fake heads a little bit, but it was all right. The makeup and design of the Wooga Booga looks all right for what it is. It's nothing you haven't seen before, but you know, you don't usually see stuff like this, especially as a Tubi original. So if you want to see what would happen if Pamela Voorhees never took that job at Camp Crystal Lake, check out Match.
Well, it seems like there's thousands and thousands of 15-minute videos with the same plot line on the internet, Tom.
Yeah, and I mean the Wooga Booga subgenre is something that's been, you know, creeping into the old zeitgeist lately after old Zach Krager's fetish. So we'll see.
We will.
It was all right. If you like fucking shit like Castle Freak and I don't know, goofy monsters trying to fuck bitches, check it out. It's all right. The creepy mom, she does an all right job. It's an all around okay kind. Hey, that was all right movie, just nothing you haven't seen before.
Yeah. Yeah.
Joe, I hope that's all the 2025 movies I watched this week. Thank fuck, Joe. Thank fuck.
Tom, I got an invitation for another sneak preview, but the sneak preview was going to be a sequel, luckily, to a movie that I'd already seen. But you know, let's see, when did this movie come out? 2 years ago. Did I watch it a year ago or did I watch it 2 years ago? I don't know, but I know I watched it. But I thought I should rewatch it so I know exactly what the fuck going in. So Tom, I rewatched, not we watched. I rewatched Sisu. Sisu? One of those things. See, the thing is, Tom, this word is untranslatable. You know, it's a Finnish word, but it is untranslatable to other languages. And it means, you know, when you've taken everything someone and they just are filled with a spirit of vengeance. The spirit of vengeance. You hop on a flaming motorcycle and you got a chain and shit. No, it's not that. This movie, Sisu, is set in World War II, Tom. It's at the end of the war, and there's this old man. He's just he's a mining for gold. You know, he's out there with a pickaxe. You know, and this pickaxe, Tom, it's gonna play later in this movie. Will it play again in the sequel? I don't know. I hadn't seen the sequel at this point, you know, so I'm just focusing on this movie. This man, you know, he's an older guy. He's all scarred up. He's seen some, you know, some rough times, you know, and he's there with a dog. He's got a little doggy with him. You know, it's a funny looking dog. You know, it's got like little curl, furry hair all over its face and everything, a long face, you know, and it's like, man, that's an ugly looking dog. But you know what? Even the ugliest looking dog is better looking than most people. So, like, yeah, I like this dog. I like this dog. And it's loyal, you know, to its human. That's always a good thing. And wouldn't you know it, Tom, this guy strikes fucking gold. He hits what us miners call the mother lode. You know, he finds a whole bunch of fucking gold. He breaks it up, throws it in some saddlebags, hops on his horse, and let's go. Where's he going? We don't fucking know, you know? But as he's going, he comes across some Nazis. Oh shit. Passes them by. There's other Nazis, and they start shooting at him, and they start, you know, fucking with him because they want, but they didn't know, Tom, this guy is a badass. He's what they called a Sisu, which is a Finnish word, Tom, that it's untranslatable to other countries. You know, anything is translatable. That's the dumbest shit ever. But anyway, you know, turns out that at one point, this guy, during the Finnish-Russian war or some shit, like they killed his wife and kids, and he just went on a rampage, and he was killing Russians left and right. Like he was just, you know, and then finally he said, fuck it, I had enough of war. I'm gonna go mine for gold. And it's like, oh shit, now we're back over here again. Now he's like, the Nazis have pissed him off because now these Nazis want his gold, Tom. And the thing is, once you're a Sisu, you cannot be killed, Tom. Like, they shoot this guy like 5 times during the course of the movie. Fuck it, he still keeps moving, you know? There's a scene where he's underwater, you know, and what he does is pull people down, slice their neck, and start from their neck, Tom. There's a scene where the tank fucking, you know, M60 or whatever the fuck it is shooting the fuck out of him, and he's using his mining pan to block all those fucking bullets like Captain America with his shield. You know, there's he gets the fuck beat out of him. First of all, his fucking horse walks in a landmine. He flips over. You know, shit, what the hell else happened? He's stabbed like 5 times. They hang him. Nazis hang him, leave him for dead. But hey, after that, you know, this guy, you know, he's in a fight on a plane, Tom. And this guy punches him like 30 times in the face. Yeah, that'll fuck you up. But anyway, after that, this plane is going down in a fucking nosedive, Tom. It fucking just crashes. But he braced himself. So he survives this shit because he's a Sisu, you see.
You reminded me why I like this movie.
Yeah. And this dog is always there, no matter what. You know, he hops on this plane and travels miles and miles, but, you know, the dog's there at the end of it. Like, hey, how's it going? Lick, lick, lick. You know, it's like, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, this movie is dumb. It's dumb. But you got to turn your mind off with this. This is just like, it's just a fucking dumb action revenge, you know. Let's just show as much fucking different real kills that we can do here, and the shit looks good. You know, there's some scenes that don't, like most of the airplane scenes look like shit. But yeah, you just turn your logic off on this one, and it's a fun time. Old Sisu, you know, and at the end, he fucking, you know, saves all the chicks that have been getting raped by the Nazis, and he goes and cashes his gold in for money. The end. It's fun. It's dumb, but it's fun. You said you liked it when you watched it? Yeah.
I do. After I saw it, I went out and bought the Blu-ray.
I did not do that. But it's fun. You know? It's a dude killing Nazis, man. Fuck it, you know?
Yeah, I wasn't gonna see it because it was just a dude killing Nazis, and like that's the easiest thing to do. Oh, I'm a lazy writer, so the bad guys will just be Nazis, so you automatically hate them. And then word of mouth was, gotta see Sisu. Sisu's pretty fucking wild. You gotta see Sisu. And I did. And I was like, God damn. Slit that motherfucker's throats out to suck the air out like Sonic. Yep. So a couple months ago when they say, hey, we're making Sisu 2, I was just like, hey, there's a movie this year that I'm excited for. All right, we got one. I take that back because Vinegar Syndrome out of nowhere said, hey, we re-edited Dirty Work. So there's the dirty cut finally coming out. So, but so I guess there was 2 movies I was looking forward to this year, and they both kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah. If you haven't seen this, give it a shot. You know, just yeah, don't go into it expecting like a realistic gritty war movie. I mean, it's gritty and it's bloody, but yeah, just turn your mind off. A friend of mine said, yeah, it's like the John Wick movies. You know, it's like, well, I only saw the first one of that one. You know, and it's like that's enough for me.
I would say it's more along the lines of like Death Wish or Rambo or Dirty Harry, where it's just old white guy going out and fucking shit up. I wouldn't, because, Keanu Reeves isn't that old yet. You need some years on him before he can be a Sisu.
We'll get to that.
Uh-oh. I might not want to see this movie anymore.
So, Tom, I went to the theater today. I went to the old Alamo Draft House because that's where they were having a sneaked preview of Sisu 2 Road to Revenge.
Fuck. Well, let me ask you this. When you were inside the draft house, did you see an Ebony and Ivory poster since it's a draft house film and all?
No, but they did have a really cool big xenomorph from Alien. Is there an Alien film that I missed out on?
Didn't that show just come out? Isn't like there a brand new show that's...
Well, it's not brand new. It's been out a while. It's been out for like maybe 3 months or so.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm not a big fan of the Alamo Draft House. And I meant to bring my receipt with me to show everybody that there is a delivery fee if you order anything. There's a delivery fee, and that is pretty much a gratuity. So I don't fucking gratuitize.
Yeah, for sure. If they're already putting it on there, go suck eggs.
If you go to the Alamo Draft House, pay very attention to your fucking receipt. Okay, and make sure you got everything because they didn't deliver everything I ordered, which I already knew. And I wasn't pissed off about it. It's like, hey, as long as they don't put this on my thing, it's like, and of course they did. Of course they did. But, this is not about the fucking draft house, even though it sucks. Thank you, Texas Horror Cult, again, for getting this out there to see Sisu 2, Road to Revenge. Okay, as we all know, because we've all seen the first movie, this guy's fucking banking, he made all this money. He's got gold, but it wasn't gold. He went and transferred it to dollars because, hey, it'd be a lot lighter to carry. That was a joke at the end of that movie. Anyway, so Tom, he's still a grim and gritty motherfucker. And the war is over. But the thing is, when the war ended, Russia took a lot of land from Finland. They annexed it, Well, part of the land that they annexed was the place where old Sisu lived with his family, before all that tragic shit happened. And
he's got all that money. Problem solved, movie over.
Yeah, well, you would think, Tom. You would think. So what's he doing here? He's driving a big ass fucking truck, you know, kind of a 6-wheeler type thing with amazing shocks. No way this shit could have been made at that time. But again, like the first movie, turn your fucking brain off. Okay, turn it the fuck off. So what he's doing, Tom, is he's got his passport. He's going into, now it's Russia, and it's like, hey, going to Russia. And what's he doing? He's going to get his old house, and he's taking it apart, Tom. He's taking it apart log by log, and he's going to take that shit back to Finland and rebuild it over there, This is shit that actually, people did with like castles and stuff. I don't know if people did it with log cabins or whatever. But anyway, there's that.
I don't know if you knew this, Joe.
Let's cut to a Russian prison. There's this fucking guy that's just chained up there as, hey, a fucking dude, general wants to talk to you. They bring him out there. He's carrying his ball and chain. It's like, hey, you're the guy that killed old Sisu's fucking family. You're the one that chopped his mom, his fucking kids and wife up. And because of that, you've been in prison because you created a legend. You're the one that made him go crazy and kill everyone. We're going to give you another chance. He's in Russia right now. You go get him. That's the plot. That's it. That's all you fucking need to know about this movie.
So whose revenge is it?
Tom. It's his revenge. This guy that was just fucking killed Sisu's family. But now he's after old Sisu, and why they didn't just arrest Sisu when he came into the fucking country, because they're Russia. They can do that.
Well, they were probably scared. They
probably are, Tom. They probably are, because he's a Sisu. That word is untranslatable.
From what I heard, this dude doesn't even breathe his own air anymore. He just walks around, and everybody he sees, he slits their neck until he turns blue.
And it's like, with all the shit he survived in this movie, they're probably going to throw him in lava, and he's going to like bust out, and start tossing lava in people's faces and shit. But no, Tom, he's in this big truck. And as he's driving, they do a little fucking roadblock and try to stop him. And he's like, he knows something up because he's gripping shit, and there's like fucking, close up like this. Oh shit, I could have played Sisu. He kills some people, and then they send out the fucking motorcycle guys after him, motorcycle guys with bulletproof helmets trying to shoot him. And they're bing, 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 ha. That doesn't hurt us. And we're going to jump on the fucking truck that you're driving. And shit's pretty cool. This whole chapter, I guess I forgot what the name of this chapter is, because like the first movie, it's broke up into chapters, Tom. It's like Mad Max. Like a lot of this shit was like, yeah, this is just like a fucking Mad Max movie. And I love the Mad Max movies. So this shit was a lot of fun, and people are getting like their fucking heads blown off, their hands shot off. It's kick ass. And then he gets through that. Then oh shit, let's send the planes after him. Let's send a tank after him. That's like, Tom, some ridiculous shit in here with the planes, and it is shit that fucking made me laugh. It is so stupid, he gets captured, and is tortured and like fucked up, but hey, you can't stop a Sisu, so of course he escapes and like takes on a train load of people that are transporting him to the gulag, and Richard Brake's in here, so you get a familiar face, and Stephen Lang's in here. So you got another familiar face, which I kind of didn't like. I don't want to recognize anybody in these movies. That's what I didn't like about the Keanu Reeves thing. You know, it's like as they went on with more sequels, it's more recognizable. Who gives a shit? You know, it takes the fucking disbelief out of it. You know, but this is good shit. You know, it's dumb. It's not gonna make a list, but I would say it's a little bit better than the first one. You know, there's more gore. Uh, there's more ridiculous, stupid shit, and there's the dog. And we already know from the first one that they've already established that the dog's gonna live, so you're not worried about him. I remember watching the first movie. I was a little worried for that dog, and that was the only part that's no, don't fucking don't shoot him, you Russians. You know, I'll go kill the first Russian I see if you kill that dog. Yeah, it's worth watching.
Good. I'm glad you liked it.
If you like the first one, I think you'll like this one. Probably just a little bit more.
Right. I'm looking forward to seeing it, hopefully Thursday. So, well, let me ask you this, Joe. Is it worth going into spoilers about?
There's nothing to spoil.
He just kills everybody, wins, walks away, and
Yeah, they're not gonna kill this dude. Yeah,
they can't.
right. He's a Sisu, which is a word that has no translation in any other language, Tom.
Well, I like how you were saying, oh, back in the day, these people get this. They would actually break down their house, pack it up, and move it down the road. But then you remember, well, we live in America where
People got
people,
shit. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
yeah, I see that almost every day when I go out on the road. It's like, oh, great, we gotta drive 30 miles an hour down the highway because someone decided to move half their house.
Wide load.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely stuff in here that's gonna make you crack up.
good. I can't wait. I hope nobody's in the theater. But
For a sneak preview, there was very few people in there, probably because they all knew it's the draft house and fucked out of our money.
yeah, I mean, the first one, I should say, that wasn't like this big thing. I'm sure everybody's like, what the fuck's a Sisu? I don't want to see a Finnish movie where this fuck doesn't say anything.
I don't think a lot of people saw the first one. I think that's why there was nobody at this. You know, at the very last moment, they were calling out, "Hey, we still have tickets left." You know, there was still tickets left for sure.
Should have called me. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it, but you should hit your buddies up at the old Texas Theater and see if you can go see Fuck My Son and then report back on
When,
that one. It's called Fuck My Son.
yeah, but when is it playing?
Sometime in November. I think it's coming up shortly if it's not tonight.
Okay.
It's based off a comic book by a gentle fellow named Johnny Rotten or Ryan Rotten, some shit.
Is he the guy that made those comic books that we watched?
I don't think he's the boiled anals guy.
Okay.
They got the Vinegar Syndrome has that dude doing a bunch of their cover arts.
Hmm.
But to be fair, Vinegar Syndrome is known for their excellent cover.
And towels.
Yeah, and tallows, beef tallows,
Mhm.
and frisbees. Hey, shout out to that fucking Australian who bought that Babe Watch fucking Blu-ray off of me for $80. Appreciate you. Still got the frisbee if anybody wants that. He just wanted the fucking movie. Yeah, $80, sure. I think I paid 25 shipped. Yeah, all yours.
A bargain.
Yeah, enjoy. Hey, speaking of titty comedies there, Yosef, you ever see Vice Academy 2?
I have.
So have I. It's fucked up, Joe. I kind of liked it this go around.
I think it's better than Vice Academy.
It is. You know why? You know why.
I don't remember why.
A little more money. It's funny what just a little more money can do, Joe. So in this one, the piglets graduated and they are full-blown pigs now. And there's a super villainess on the streets called Spanish Fly. And get this, Joe, her evil plan is to put Spanish Fly into the water supply. And that is no lie.
Man.
So yeah, titty cops have to go and take down Spanish Fly, and it's your typical jokes, and you know, it is what it is. It's a time capsule of the kind of bullshit that was cranked out just to make a buck in a day where you can crank out this kind of bullshit and make a buck. um there's really nothing new to say here if you want to see like goofy bimbo titty comedies. This is it. It's not as raunchy as you would think. I mean, there is titties in it, but it's well, you don't really see that nowadays. There's not a whole lot of nudity and shit showing up in movies nowadays.
No, sadly.
Yeah,
But so like in the last movie, you said you developed a bigger appreciation for Leanna Squigley. How is she in this one?
better, like not better, but I mean she's acting, she knows what she's there for. She's happy to be there and do it cuz she's getting paid and shit. Just yeah, I mean, I understand the appeal and everything just cuz she is in my favorite scream queen and shit. Doesn't mean I can't appreciate her for what she does and all that. Still don't really give a fuck for a Ginger Lynn Allen. Sorry. I'm glad she changed her hairstyle to where it's not that goofy ass perm shit that a bunch of bitches had in the 80s. It was just weird. Made you look like a special needs person. But yeah, it's just a goofy, low budget titty comedy. Woohoo, boner joke. It's the kind of shit Al Bundy would have played at a fucking No Man meeting. I mean, maybe not, because they were all about the biggins. Not so many biggins here, just naturalins, I guess. But yeah, it's all right. I had some laughs. It feels like a restrained trauma movie without all their bullshit. But again, it's because it was that time where you made this kind of movie and you were able to make some money off of it. It's just one of these, yeah, let's make another one to make a couple bucks and then we'll see how it goes. It's see, being an artist, a failing artist myself, where I've made movies, I made this masks or art, whatever. I didn't make or haven't made a bunch of money out of it, so I don't go into these things thinking, all right, gotta make the money. But these kind of movies, they went into it, oh, we're just making this for the money. And that's fine. That's how fucking most movies are. But once you see them, you kind of just see, oh, yeah, this is just one of those movies that are made to make money and get it out there and make it as quick and as cheap as you can.
Yeah.
It just has that feel, which a lot of straight to video movies of the time have.
Right, yeah, for sure. And there's a difference between that and like what you're doing or what you do. But
Failing.
yeah. Well, the thing is, most of those things that are doing those things, they have like marketing people, and publicists that, know how to get that shit out there. Sometimes it's as simple as writing on like a fucking index card, hey, support local cinema, and you might get more fucking sales, You never know. You
You
never.
never know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, drinking helps.
Mm-hmm.
Because then you can just say shit.
Drinking and talking to people, yes, that fucking helps for sure.
Yeah, but I look like this, so
Yeah, but you know, they expect that when you say local cinema, you know?
I guess I could shave and cut my hair, but then they'd be like, "Look at that giant lesbian."
Yeah.
So I
Well,
don't know.
to get you more sales, oh, we got to support the lesbians.
It might
Hmm.
get that LGBTQ money because they don't have kids to spend it on. They just can spend it on other plans. Wait, I don't have kids either. Oh my God, I'm a gay.
I already knew that.
Fuck. Well, I gotta break it to Lori. Lori, I guess we're both gays.
She's going to just say boy god. Right.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, Lori, it's okay. It's with a Z. We're the cool ones. If you want to be one of the cool ones, head on over to Fast Custom Shirts and get yourself a human tornado t-shirt to put across your nips. Because next Friday, I think you're going to be able to get that shit at a discount. I don't want to say the price because it's 2025. It might have gone up, but in the past, let's just say you could get a t-shirt on that day, Black Friday, for single digits, plus shipping. That'll put it into the double digits, but still low double digits. Unless you buy more than one shirt, which you should.
Still
And
fear
then
my notes.
that's right, Joe's finding his notes. And you might think that Joe's walking around on his knees. No, no, no. That's his actual height. Don't be confused. And now I'm going to take a sip of this little guy and we're going to talk about the next movie. But remember about the Thanksgiving sale at dwnproductions.net next week. 33% off. Can't believe it. Might be the last one because I might hang myself. Just kidding. I'll shoot myself through the heart if I do it.
Through the heart.
Like that song. So, Joe, I was going to say, have you ever heard of semen? But that says Snakeman, and we'll talk about that later. Joe, this would be the time where I hold up the Blu-ray case and say I watched a Chinese ghost story too. But that shit's in the shop because I was going to listen to the audio commentary track, which I did not have time to today. Anyways, a Chinese ghost story too. You would think it takes place after the first one. Not really. First one ended with the tax man and the fucking Ghostbuster riding off into the sunset like they were going to become Ghostbusters together. Not really. So, a Chinese ghost story was originally a story out of some old Chinese book of ghost stories. So, they just picked another one out of there and made that. Has some of the same characters in the same world. Maybe something's lost in translation. Oh, like the fact that I can't remember the word, but in China, they have a word that all encompasses ghost, monster, spirit, ghoulie, zombie. All these things are that word. So doesn't have to be a ghost. good because it's not. This one's like some kind of big troll monster or some shit. Uh, so the tax man, he's out looking for the reincarnated version of the ghost bitch he was fucking in the last movie, and he comes across this monster, and he has a fella that helps him, and then he teams up with a clan of fucking, or not a clan, but I don't know, a temple people, a group, a monastery, some shit. Anyways, there's no ghost. It's a fucking goofy monster. It doesn't have as near as the visual flair of the last one, but it's still all right, Joe. There's some stuff in there worth seeing. They're still throwing fireballs and shit. The monster looks wacky. Some of the comedy's still there. It just, that first one, it had that visual look, and it, this one just doesn't have it. And it's weird that, I mean, do whatever the fuck you want, but I would have made it like a direct continuation of the Taxman and the Ghostbuster, like heading out on their adventures. The fucking Ghostbuster doesn't show up until like fucking 30 minutes left in the movie. Taxman seems like a different character because he's been through a lot since the last movie, you see. It's like it's okay. There's a point where a bunch of bitches wearing weird masks with tongues sticking out like come down from the trees, and they're floating around a little bit, and you're just like, that was all right. But then you remember the first movie, and it was okay. If you like the first movie, fuck it. You already saw that, check it out. But watch the first movie. That one I could definitely recommend and say, check this shit out. The visual flair, woo, is worth it alone. But this one's okay.
I know we talked about this last week, but how many of these did they make?
3 and a remake.
They redid it like a new Chinese ghost story or some shit.
I think so. That is not included in this set.
Okay.
But from what they said on the supplemental materials, not very good. Speaking of supplemental materials, you got some probable gay guy in a tiger stripe suit. The only other guy seen wearing that was Chris Farley in Beverly Hills Ninja. So he's rambling on about the movie. It was all right, informative for sure. And then there was another one where I think it was a bloke or a mate, and he was talking about the movie. Not so good. Not so good. The commentary seems to be from the guy who did the commentary on the first one. And if so, I would assume it's as bland and forgettable as that one. I'll probably listen to it tomorrow while I'm doing shit in the shop, putting the rope up, getting the stool nice and straight. But
testing the weight on it. You got to test the weight on it.
Yeah. No, I mean, I hung from the ceiling just to make sure I was doing chin-ups on that shit, on the beams. Like I can lift my body weight up. Worth watching, disappointed a little bit, yeah, just because that first one just had its own unique quality and the fucking visual stylings and all that, but it was all right. There was definitely some good shit in there. It just didn't hold up to the standards that the first one set. Fucking pricks. Or however you say it in Cantonese or Mandarin. I always forget. One of these days I'll remember. I know one of them is mainland, but I can't remember which one. I want to say, I don't know. I want to say, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Main line.
Give me them drugs, baby. Oh, speaking of getting fucked in the ass there, Joe. You ever see Snakeman?
Well, before we get to old Snakeman.
Oh, that's right. Hey, speaking of getting fucked in the ass, Joe, you ever almost get assassinated?
Let me tell you this: the old Spider-Man's almost did. Look at him crawling there, and look, there's an assassin there in his fucking house. But oh, who's coming in? It's all fucking Mary Jane. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, she's wearing some shoulder pads, huh?
So those fuckers that burned up old Peter Parker's fucking apartment, you know, they have a brother that's a hitman, and they want to send him after Spider-Man's because Spider-Man's been hassling them, and he don't want to go after Spider-Man's, you know. It's like fuck, and plus, who's gonna pay him? But he'll go after this Peter Parker chap. Oh, little does he know, Tom. Little does he know. Meanwhile, Peter Parker's thinking, you know what? I should, you know, embrace this whole Peter Parker patrol that's been going on. Turn this into a business. You know, there's nothing that would make me feel better than having my own business. Yeah. Well,
What an idiot.
yeah.
Oh shit, that was an $800 comic.
Yeah, who needs $800, Tom? Who needs it? You know, Trump's gonna be sending me like 3 times that not soon. But anyway,
Hey,
Tom.
excuse me. 2 people in the chat right now. If you can like this for the simple fact he ripped up that comic, I'd appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so.
In Peter Parker 111, which I don't have, or I'd rip that up too. The Puma fights the Beyonder. Remember in Amazing, the Beyonder sent him to Japan. Well, now Puma's in Japan. He goes to visit his old sensei. Yeah, Puma has a fucking sensei in Japan.
Shouldn't it be like a shaman or?
Yeah, but old Beyonder's there because he's been talking with the sensei, and Beyonder thinks, you know what? I'm going to give this guy a chance to kill me. Here's all this power, you know, and you can kill me.
Starts telling him jokes. Oh, stop it. You're killing me.
Puma's going to do it, but Spider-Man intervenes, and the Puma has like a moment of doubt and can't do it, Tom. He can't do it. Well, that was your chance to kill the Beyonder. Anyway, in Secret Wars number 2, Secret Wars 2 number 8, Spider-Man makes an appearance. See here. Look here. Look at that. Isn't that fucking awesome? Look at that.
It's his legs kind of bent weird to be on that rock.
Yeah, old fucking Beyonder. I don't even remember what happened in this. Secret Wars 2 is the worst fucking comic series ever fucking written.
I guess you just don't like selling action figures.
Did they make a Beyonder action figure?
Oh, I'm sure Marvel Legends has about 3.
And this all leads into Amazing Spider-Man 274, Tom, where the Beyonder makes a bet with Mephisto.
Mephisto?
Yeah, and they bet, hey, will Spider-Man's do the right thing? He does. The end.
I don't believe it. Well, enjoy the time while you can. I'll be back. Remember that?
Yeah, so like I said, like all these crossovers for Secret Wars 2 were forced on the regular issues, and all these fucking writers that, you know, they've all done interviews about it and how they fucking hated it. Like it interfered with the stories they were doing. They had to fit in this other shit. That's why shit was late. That's why they had to have guest artists come in and like fucking do an issue real quick. And that's why the art on all this shit sucked. Because it's just, well, no, Jim Shooter wants this. We got to do what fucking Jim Shooter wants. Jim Shooter's a smart guy. This was not a smart fucking play for Marvel. Secret Wars 2. This was, as we've talked about before, a vanity project, Tom.
Well, to be fair, the 273 issues before this one weren't that great either.
They weren't. Yeah. So month was a shit month for all the Spider-Man's titles. You know, that whole Gene DeWolf thing is over. You know, the one that I ripped up, was that fucking Peter David? I don't know. It doesn't matter. It sucked.
I just hope those mold spores aren't in the air right now and raining down on you. Joe, we'll see what happens next week. If it's a prologue or some fucking shit.
And it's reissue, Tom.
Oh, fuck. Well, Joe, they got us.
They did. They sure.
Sure, the Snake King isn't a much better title, because who would be the Snake King in this? The goofy Chinese guy in the wig and lipstick? Or the Hydra, who isn't really a snake, but maybe is because it has a snake tail? Find out in the hit motion picture Snakeman.
So he's saying it that way, but I got to tell you guys that this movie was called Snakeman. And when you hear a title like that, Snakeman, what are you fucking looking for? You want a man that's a fucking snake too, right? You know, maybe half a body, you know, and then a fucking tail. You know, I think there's a Marvel character like that.
Copperhead.
Was it Copperhead or
Python, Cottonmouth, one of the Serpent Society guys.
Yes, but well, we'll let Tom roll you into the plot before we
Fucking hell.
spoil what happens here.
All right. So in this one, a bunch of whites are fucking around in the jungle and they find some concrete, open it up. Oh my god, there's a fucking dead mummy guy in here. All right. Well, let's bring it back and put it in a museum in the States, I guess. Oh, wait a minute. This mummy guy has magical fountain of youth powers? Maybe he was 300 years old when he died. I can't believe it. Let's go.
Let's
Look.
have a press conference about it to where everybody is very excited about it, Tom.
Yeah. So they say, all right, we're going to go into the old jungle and find the fountain of youth. But I guess we're not going to use the company helicopters. We're going to call old Billy Baldwin so he can come down and act like a fucking drug addict and just spaced out, and we're going to trust him to fly a helicopter.
We shouldn't go up in this weather. It isn't safe. That is exactly how he delivers his lines in this movie.
Yeah, how any of these people became movie stars, the Baldwins, I mean, I don't know. But Biodome. Anyways, so fucking badass Baldwin, he turns into fucking jungle leader when their helicopter crashes, and luckily he grew up in this part of the jungle and he knows the native tongue, so he's able to speak to the bushmen and ends up treating them like slaves, having them carry their shit and all that while
So there's one positive here. Is there
AIDS.
a bushman that has like some pork
Cat whiskers
sticking out of his nose, and it almost looks as good as my Pinhead Joe thing from a few episodes back. Almost.
Oh, yeah, almost. So they're going to try and find the fountain of youth, but giant CGI snake, Joe. Turns out it wasn't a giant CGI snake. It was a giant CGI King Ghidorah with a fucking snake body because this thing has multiple heads of a dragon. You know, you watch Mosquito Man, you're just like, fucking all right.
What a banger Mosquito Man was.
Fucking all, and then you watch this.
Yeah.
The only entertainment value I got out of this movie is when my jaw hit the fucking floor and they showed these fucking dragon heads lifting people off the ground and then holding them in the air while the other heads were fighting with them and ripping these people apart. It was so awkward and clumsy looking, I couldn't believe it.
Look like shit, and there's no continuity on the size of the snakes and the people. But there's one where the snake just kind of flips him up, and he flips up and like lands in its mouth. Yeah, I was cracking up on that shit.
That shit was shockingly inept.
There's another thing where our science lady, our sexy science lady that we're supposed to like, she's trying to communicate with one of the youths of the tribe, and she just sneezes on him twice. You know, just like, hey, science lady, have you not learned to turn your head away from somebody? But that's a plot device, Tom, that they're gonna use later.
A very clumsy plot device. So, you know, the Bushmen weren't they don't have these white men's diseases.
They don't, but they do know capoeira, Tom.
Yeah.
Capoeira, and they play the drums like a motherfucker. Man, god damn, that shit sounds good.
So, old little Bushman baby gets the white man's disease. He ends up getting cured. She's like, "Oh, here's some Sprite and chicken soup. I swear to God, it'll fucking help him." And she's about to have her clit cut off until the fucking kid is like carried back. No, no, don't. And fucking, there's like, see, the kid's all right. And then the kid just looks over at her. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Like, I'm gonna get some right, bitch. You wouldn't have that clit if it wasn't for me now.
The company brings in the fucking Predator crew to take out
The Predator crew. You got Jared, the Subway guy, the fucking guy from Nickelodeon in Return of the Living Dead. Me.
shit. Sorry, they're releasing them files. So, yeah, it's like they're all, you know, they're coming in there with machine guns to kill any fucking snakes that get in their way.
What a disappointing piece of shit this was. But really, what did we expect? Just because Mosquito Man was good, we thought, oh yeah, another sci-fi channel man movie is going to be great.
That's what I expected, because I hadn't heard of Mosquito Man. Nobody talks about it. Well, nobody talks about Snake Man. Maybe this will be. There's no fucking Snake Man in it.
No, they forgot the comma.
You know, they could have had one Snake Man like standing in front of the fucking pool of, you know, cum that's the fucking, you know, fountain of youth and shit. But no, there's nothing. There's not a goddamn thing. Or maybe, you know, at the end, the fucking dude with the fucking fake, you know, with the stupid Thulsa Doom wig and the kid, they could have just pulled those off and it's like, hey, we're snakes. You know? Nothing. This movie.
Even if somebody scraped their arm on a eucalyptus leaf and started tripping out and had a dream about a snakeman, at least we could have said, well, there was a snakeman in the movie, so we can't say there wasn't.
Right, they fulfilled their promise, those motherfuckers, but they didn't. They didn't do. They made no effort to appease us watchers.
This is just your average sci-fi channel movie where the creature is a giant CGI Hydra thing. And Billy Baldwin acting like this. Hey, Makimba, can you carry our trunks for us? Thank you.
Don't point those guns at them.
Put it down. I'm a badass.
I said don't.
Shit sucks, and he sucks. We all suck for fucking watching it. And you probably suck for listening to us talk about this shit. But that's okay. We appreciate it.
Y'all suck the most.
Joe, go to the chat and let them know who sucks.
Hey, the Hordecast Live. Zooligan Raider D. Hayes. What the fuck? How many names do you have? Carberry Shane. This is a new one. And
his family owns those eggs that they sell around Easter.
Thank you. Thank you all for enjoying this shit fest.
Well, speaking of the Horrorcast, we'll be on there Monday. Is it Monday or Tuesday? I think it's Monday because we do Tuesday.
Yeah, our Monday spectacular. When's that going to start? What time?
Joe, I can't wait for them to tell me. I thought we were supposed to do it yesterday, but I guess they got their flyers wrong.
Yeah, we will be special guests on their podcast, classing up the joint, so to speak, throwing them off their game as we want to do, WONT.
Just please let the world blow up. God damn it, please. But it probably won't, and I'll need money to live. So if you need something made, I could probably make it. I don't just make masks. Those are just the cheapest and easiest things to make. That's why so many people do it. But if you want me to do it, head on over to dwnproductions.net and give me all your motherfucking money. Not all of it. You need some money to live too, dog. I got you, boy.
And fastcustomshirts.com. Hey, head on over to the website. I got a lot of shit to fill right now, wise. And then, got that horror for the holidays coming up. And I did a pretty cool design for that. T-shirt Joe's back, making his own shit that he wants to make. Isn't that fucking nice? I'm gonna send one to Tom. I ordered some 5Xs today just to put one in the mail for him.
Well, it's about to be winter and my dick does get cold. But Joe, until next time,
BOYGOB.
Thanks for checking out the show. We hope you dug it, baby. If so, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe and let us know down below. Support Tom and Joe by heading over to dwnproductions.net and fastcustomshirts.com.